hands, sorry, push into the hands, again about 20% effort, pushing into the hands, holding, breathing, feel the muscles activating there, tightening up, and then coming back with that same leg again, back, and then lengthening up and reaching towards the ceiling, okay, stretching out that hip flexor. Good, slowly coming out of that. And from there, we're going to do the opposite side, so standing on your other leg. And then we're going to bring that knee upwards, outwards, and back around, okay? Up, out, back around. You might feel there's a little bit more kind of clunking going on and a little bit more restriction in one hip than the other. My left side will definitely be my kind of tighter side. Okay, so just nice rotation, slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. One side, as I said, maybe a little bit weaker. If you need to hold on to a wall, you find that your balance is slightly poor on one side, that's okay. Good, just give me one more circle with the hip and bring it down. From here, standing on the opposite leg, the one you were just standing on, and then bring that leg to 90 and just pushing upwards into your hands. As I said, about 20% effort. So not 100%, not 50, just 20, okay? Holding. Again, feel those muscles activating in the hip flexor. Working deep in around the hip. Release that leg down slowly and then bring it back, okay? So bring it back nice and long and then lengthen that arm on the same side, reaching up. Okay. Holding and then slowly come back up. We'll just do that one more time and then we're going to get cracking. So bring that knee up, 90, push into your hands for about 8 to 10 seconds. Okay, make sure the other leg is strong. Release that leg down and then bring it back. Okay, and reach that arm. Again, because the body for some may not be warmed up fully if you haven't been out this morning. Be mindful going into deep stretches like this as well. Ease into them. And you don't need to hold them for as long. You're definitely better off moving through stretches and doing dynamic stretches before exercise. Okay, grab your kind of weaker band if you have one. And as I said in previous classes, don't stress it if you don't have it. It's really not an issue. So it's no big deal, okay? So, like we did previous week, I think bend the knees softly. So not in a full squat. Just kind of let them bend in a natural position for you, okay? From there, guys, kind of just don't bring too much awareness to the pelvis just yet. So don't tuck it, okay? I want you just to sit where it does naturally, okay? So nice neutral pelvis in this squatted kind of position. Hands down, and I want the resistance on the bands, okay? So pulling against the bands. All right, meeting that resistance of the bands. We're going to inhale as we reach the hands to ceiling. Exhale, coming down. So we're activating the shoulders here and the upper back, and we're mobilizing the shoulders and opening up the chest, okay? Lifting and lowering. So today's class, as usual, we start on the legs. I might break it up next week and do something a little bit different. We're doing a good few exercises in in groups of 3. So we'll do a lot of planking, and there'll be 3 exercises within plank. I think we have some leg stuff, our leg pull front, 3 exercises. Keep moving through this. And then a lot of ab work today. Lifting and lowering. The abs are at the end, I think. Yes, they are. I write everything down because I want everything to kind of go smoothly, so I don't miss anything. Sometimes I probably do. Okay, lifting and lowering. Okay, keep that resistance on the bands, please. You should feel those deltoids, so the upper part of your shoulders starting to burn a little bit. If you're pushing into those bands, we don't slack on the bands at all. Okay, and as I said, those that don't have bands, you're still doing good work here by mobilizing the shoulder area, opening up the chest, and working through that upper thoracic and upper neck area. Okay, one more, and relax those arms down. Go wider with your stance, so walk the feet out, and my feet are kind of pointing. Let's say it was 12 o'clock up front, my feet are at 10 to and 10 past, okay? So they're going out slightly like Charlie Chaplin, all right? From there, my knees are gonna follow, and we're gonna come down into a squatted position. Bring your hands out, again, resistance In front, pull the bands apart, okay? From here, we're going to inhale as we come up. Bring the bands down. Exhale, coming out in front. Inhale to come up. If you have a chair, as Sandra said at the start of class, due to her injury, if she has a chair, she can place her bum on the chair, take a moment, and come back up from there. It also means that she's not going down too low. So if anyone wants to use a chair behind it, make sure you've got a wall behind the chair so the chair doesn't go flying. Don't want any accidents. Okay, and slowly coming down, back up. So as your bum comes down, just really engage the feet into the floor, push the heels down so you can feel the glutes activating even more. And as I said, the resistance never slacks on the bands. We're keeping that resistance constantly there. Even if it's only 10%, just push those hands into the bands, the back of the hands. So as those hands come down, they're still pushing against the bands. Well done. We're going to hold the next one down, so coming down, and we're just going to lower the hands and bring them back up for 10. Lower and lift. 9, 8, 7, good. 6. Staying nice and tall with your torso, so sitting up nice and tall, please. Try not to come too far forward with the upper body. Want to lengthen that spine. Okay, last 2. Last 1. And slowly coming back up. Shake the hips out. Coming down into a squat position again. I want you to bring your hands to your left knee, pulling against the bands. As you come back up to standing, rotate and squat down. By the time you squat down, you'll be over the other side. Up and over. Up and over. Keeping the knees, hips where they should be. They do not move. You're literally twisting from, as I said before, on the floor work, mid kind of belly button area. Good. I think the neighbors are looking across at me here with the windows open. Okay, keep going. Pushing into those heels, feeling it in the glutes. 2 more. 1 more. Back up to center. Relax the hands down. Coming into lunge position. Bring the right leg behind. Make sure your knee isn't resting down on the floor. If you need to at any stage, do place it down. We're going to bring the bands out in front. Okay? Bring them up to chest height. Pull them away from each other. We're going to slowly come up to standing. Bring the bands down. And then coming back up with our hands as you lunge. Down and back. Down and back. Down. Okay, for 6, 5, 4, draw that belly button to spine. 3, and again, torso does not move. Pushing against those bands. Okay, slowly come back up to standing and swap over, please. All right. Swapping legs, reaching the arms nice and long. Coming up to standing, lunge down. Good. Make sure you're nice and secure on your feet. If anyone ever needs to put shoes on for this part of the class, that's fine as well. If you suffer with any foot issues like plantar fasciitis or any Achilles issues at the early stages, keep working. Feel free to put on runners with some support. 2 more. 1 more. And coming back. Back to center. You're going to love this next one, okay? I'm just going to lower the camera down so you can see my feet. Okay. Go wide with the feet. Now, we're going to come up onto our toes. Get stable first. Bands nice and down. Relax your arms for now, bands down. Resting them on your hands. We're going to slowly come down to a squat position. Staying on your feet, or on your tippy toes, sorry, at all times. We're going to lift the arms out in front. We're going to pulse the bands for 10, 9, staying up off your heels. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up, stay on your tippy toes. Hold, squeeze the glutes. lower back down. We're going to keep moving through the squat position on your toes. So slow and controlled. Feel the feet fighting to stabilize. One side obviously stronger than the other, not as shaky. Takes a lot of focus, guys. So go through this motion quite slow and controlled. Give me 4 more. 3. Staying up on the toes, the heels haven't come down. Mine haven't come down, yours shouldn't either. 1 more. Staying down here, guys. Pulsing up and down, resistance on the band. Body's up and down. Mind your knees. If it's too much, come onto your heels. Slowly, 2, 1, come back up. Well done. From there, guys, we're going to wrap the bands around the feet. Okay? If you want to increase the resistance, you can. Okay, come towards the, I suppose, the end of your mat. And we're going to do 6 steps to the right, 6 steps left or right, doesn't matter. So start with the resistance on the band straight away. Hands on the hips. Make sure you're drawing that belly button in. Abs are active, hips are level, okay? So push away with one foot, and then you're bringing it back to where it started. So you're not bringing them close together. Keep the resistance on the band at all times. Push away for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel the glutes fire in here. And for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back. We're going to take a second, but after this one, we're going to do another round of that. And 1. Just stick your bum away, take a stretch, rest your hands down, stretch the lower back. Slowly come back up. I'm just being mindful of everybody, so just letting the glutes switch off for a minute. Okay, ready? And we're going to go again for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back for 6, 5, straight legs. And back for 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. And then bend the knees. Let your body fall over your knees. Rest your hands on the floor or your shins. And just pushing your hips left and right. Okay, good job. If you want to grab a tougher band and wrap it around your thighs, or stick with the same band, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, so kind of mid-thigh area. This is the last standing exercise, and then we're going to hit the mat, hit the deck. All right. Okay, so starting with a bit of resistance on the band to begin, we're going to come down into a like we did at the start, just slightly soften the knees. Hands in front of you like a prayer-like position, because it automatically opens up your chest and makes you sit upright. We're going to lunge to the right, drop down, and come back up. Lunge, and back down. Side lunge. Open up those hips internally and also activate the adductors. My band is rolling. Bring down lower if you need to. Nearly there. 4, 3, 2. Make sure your foot is facing in the same direction as that knee. 1. Okay, we're going to go the opposite side. When you're ready, slightly bend the knees and lunge into the first one. I always like to take it easy on the first one, get your position right, and then you naturally fall back into that position, okay? For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. So from there, guys, we're going to walk. You can keep the band there if you want, but I'm going to take mine off. Okay, so I'm going to just maneuver the camera. Well, you can see me there perfectly. Okay, so we're coming down onto the mat, onto our stomachs, into a plank position, but we'll walk down gracefully. Okay, so walk the knees out And then place your hands down. Walk the knees out once you've placed your hands down. Pushing into the back of the legs. Wiggle the hips. Okay. Lovely. And then bend the knees more. Walk your hands down even more. And walking forward into your plank position, please. We're going to stay here. Nice long line. Push the heels away. Lengthen through. I want you to draw those shoulder blades away from each other. To do that, you need to push into the mat even harder. Okay? So really, really push into the mat. So as I said to you, there's 3 exercises with this one. We're going to hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this is challenging, so if you need to come to your knees for the next bit, do, if you're quite weak in this area. So we're going to alternate arms. So lift the right arm, touch your shoulder on the opposite side, bring it down. For 10. Left arm, hand to right shoulder. 9. Right to left. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Staying here, guys. Pushing into your mat, push your heels down. We're coming into downward dog position. Push the heels away. Then walking forward back into plank. Hold. Push the heels away. Bum in the air. Coming down as low as you can go. And back into plank. Downward dog. Back into plank. Up to the air with your arse. And back. We're in halfway through these, guys, after this one. And back. For 5 more. 3. Feel the length coming into your spine as that bum goes towards the ceiling. 2. And 1. Come back into plank. Hold. For 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Gently come down. Coming long onto your mat, please. And I want you to go for swimming. Your favorite pod. You love it. So this is giving you a little break in between the next exercise. Okay. So nice long line with your body. Feet go wide. Arms are wide, along with your shoulder, in line with your shoulders. Hands are open. We're going to inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to lift our arms and our legs off the floor. Start to alternate your arms and your legs as if you're swimming. And I want you to keep going with this. Keep moving with this. I'm coming over to watch you. We're going to keep going. I'm not lying. Laura's checking. Swim, swim, swim. Well done. Hold it. Keep going. If it's going into your lower back, lower down a small bit. Loads, you have your cameras off. You sly dogs. Keep going. And we're going to go for another 5, 4, 3. Very good. From the hips, Hannah. 2 and 1. And relax down. So, Hannah, the reason I pinpointed you is because most people have their camera off. They're being very cute. So what I was saying there is it's, a lot of people can do it from the knees, so their knees are bent. So what you need to do is lengthen through the thigh area. So lock out the knees and go from the hip rather than from kind of knee area. You get a deeper glute activation here also. Sorry about that. Okay, so from here, guys, we're doing 3 sets of press-ups. So we're going to go wide, then diamond, then tricep, so narrow. So the first one's wide. If you need to go for your knees, do so. And if you want to do complete beginner, that's fine, where your knees are under your hips. Go further away, or come on to all. Lift your body off the mat, the advanced. Okay, so we're going to start now. Wide grip to start, so go wide with your hands. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1 for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm bringing the knees down for the next one. Diamond shape with your hands. Your hands are like so. Oh, and a diamond shape with your index finger and thumb area facing each other. Okay? So you're rotating the hands slightly inwards. Don't cross the legs at the back. Keep them open, feet down. When you're ready, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next position, fingers facing away, your elbows coming backwards, so as your arms come down, your elbows should rub against your side. So nice narrow stance with your hands. When you're ready for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep the elbows in, 5, 4, 3, 2, this one's tough, and 1. Oh, it's a bitch. Come into shell stretch for 2 seconds. Push down with your hands to get those arms stretched out, right under the armpits after that. Back into your swimming position, please. Nice long line. Lock out the knees. So before you lift those legs, your kneecaps are lifted off the floor. Those thighs are active. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, lifting arms and legs off the floor and swimming. We're going to go for 20 seconds. So you keep swimming, lads. I'm coming over to investigate. Much better, Hannah. Brilliant. Good job. That's it, Rachel. Straight arms. Locking out those arms. Nice long line. Really good. Lift the head a little bit, Barbara. For 5, 4. Well done, Alma. And relax down. Come into shell stretch, please, for your back. Okay, we're coming onto our elbows. And sorry, bands around the thighs, because we'll be moving on to another exercise pretty quick, so I don't want to stop again. So wrapping the bands around the thighs. And if anyone has a long band, they can tie a knot in it around your legs. You get the same benefit, or as I said, a pair of tights, which I haven't experienced yet, but I kind of did try them up in the, sorry, that sounds really bad. I did try them to see if they worked. They say up in the bedroom. Anyway, so coming down here for a moment, bring your hands down onto the floor, take an inhale here, and on the exhale, bring one leg to tabletop, bring the other leg to meet it. Okay, locking that lower back down. Nothing under the head if you don't need it. If you need to be propped up slightly, do. Okay, we're going to bring the leg away straight, right leg, it doesn't matter, and then bring it back. And then extend the left, and back, right, back, left. As that leg extends, you meet the resistance of that band. If your band is rolling up, bring it down lower towards the knees. That's why I prefer the other bands that I use, not these ones, a different one. They're really, really good. They don't roll. They're really nice on the skin. 2 more. After this one. 1 more. Very good. Bring the knees in. Coming onto all 4s. Okay. I'll be sweating. I'm glad I didn't have a shower after running. Okay. So onto your hands and knees, please. Okay. We're going to start with the left leg. Go for donkey kicks. The band is around the thigh area. Going to bring that leg up to 90 degrees. Sole of the foot open. And we're going to kick the ceiling with our foot. Okay, so lower and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice neutral spine. 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it up there. 1, hold. Pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice long line with the leg. Point the toes. Lower and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Arms are strong. So no bend in the elbows. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down, please. Wiggle your ass if you need to. Loosen the hips. Look under your legs. Look under your belly and make sure your legs are under your hips. Arms under your shoulders before you extend the other leg to 90 degrees. Bend the knee. Okay, sole of the foot open. We're going to lower and lift. Draw that belly button to spine. Okay, and keeping those hips level. Okay. Nearly there. 3 more. 2. And 1. And hold and pulse for 10. This is actually the first time I've ever sweated like this in class. Good sign. Rest is really warm. For 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg. Lower lift for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting back into shaft stretch if you need it. Okay. And you can take the bands off here actually for now. I don't think we really need them, to be honest, for the rest of the class. Okay. From here, guys, we're staying on our hands and knees. You're going to tuck the toes. From here, you're going to take an inhale, draw that belly button to spine, neutral spine to begin, and lifting up into tabletop, or sorry, leg pull front. Holding, neutral spine. We're holding for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your left leg and just bring yourself down kind of into a downward dog position from here. And then slowly come back into leg pull front. Downward dog position. And then slowly back into leg pull front. Don't let the knee come down off the floor. Breathe in as you come up. Exhale to come down. Knee doesn't touch the floor. Keep it in line with your hip. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Place that right knee down, or the leg that was underneath you, and keep the leg that was extended in that same position. From here, guys, lift that leg. I'm going to slowly come down into tricep dips, and back up again. That leg comes towards the ceiling. Lower down, back up, lower down. For 7, 6 more. 5, 4, 3. So nice long line from the head to the top of your toes of that leg that's extended. Last one. Bring that leg down. Well done. Shaft stretch for now. And then coming back onto all fours. Take my watch off so I can see. Okay, when you're ready, 3, get your position right again. Neutral spine. So shake out the bum, really sticken the bum away, and then bring your bum slightly under you. Not tucking it fully. Neutral spine, flat back. Draw the belly button to spine. 3, 2, 1, and up you come. Holding. Doing that all over again, and we have to do the other side. Breathing. Nice and strong. Feel the core muscles really, really firing up here in the abdominal area. The thighs are fighting to hold you up as well. The arms are really working here. Pushing into the floor. Don't let the elbows bend. For 3, 2, and 1. Extend the other leg back. Hope you remember which one. And coming down into downward dog. Coming back into leg pull front. Bring the bum back up to ceiling. Back into that position you started with. The knee does not rest down. Breathing out as you come down. In as you rise up. Two more. Last one. Rest the knee down. Tricep dips. Extend the leg, point the toes. And when you're ready, take an inhale to begin. Exhale, elbows back, coming down slowly. Lift that leg as high as you can go. That feels comfortable. Don't go past what feels enough for you, okay? And only go as low as your arms will carry you. No face planting. Well done. Breathing in and exhale on the way back, halfway. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Well done. Come down onto your arse with your rested down onto your heels. And go wide with your arms and kind of just rocking side to side. And just kind of feel that deeper stretch as you go to one side and all the way down your arm after the bit of band work. Lift your head down. And we're going to go onto our back. So we're going to finish with some killer ab work, okay? If you want the bands around your thighs, they're really good just to bring awareness to where your legs are positioned. So it will stop your knees from knocking in because there's awareness around there. So it'll give you that little bit of resistance there. I'm going to put mine on for this last bit. This is the last few exercises. We're finishing with the abs. Okay? And then you're free. Okay, fair play to you for coming. I know it's hard on these days. You just want to be out in the sunshine, but you want the healthy body to go with it. So you can go out and enjoy yourself for the rest of the day. Okay, so coming down, guys. Hands behind the head. Rest the elbows back, pushing into the floor with your elbows to begin. So really opening up the chest. From here, guys, I want you to slowly, slowly, slowly tilt your pelvis and bring your pubic bone to ceiling and lock that lower back down. You're going to release it as you roll away, sticking your belly towards the ceiling. So lift the lower back and the middle back. Push the ribs towards the ceiling. So there's a nice arch under my back here, okay? Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, slowly rolling your spine back onto the mat. So you're drawing the pubic bone upwards towards the ceiling. And you can really feel the lower abdominals coming into action here, pelvic floor, and then the ribs coming down towards the pelvis to meet halfway. Hold, and then releasing, rolling onto the lower spine, keeping the elbows back here. So we're really challenging ourselves here by drawing those elbows back, okay? Seeing if you can come into that nice imprint position with the elbows drawn back towards the floor. Rolling back in through imprint here. Holding here. Activate the bum a little bit. And then releasing. So I'm rolling my hips away here. Lifting my chest towards the ceiling. Arching my back here. Really, really exaggerate that, guys. And then from here, coming down onto the mat with my lower back, as if you're trying to squash something under your spine. And bring your pubic bone towards the ceiling. Keeping those elbows behind your head. We're going to go for one more each way. So we're going to release again. And then we're going to bring it back into imprint. Bring your hands down by your sides. You're in an imprint position here. If you have the band around, bring both legs to tabletop, one leading the other. Otherwise, bring one leg up and then bring the other leg to meet it. From here, guys, we're going to draw the toes towards you. We're going to bring the heel down, doesn't matter which one, towards the floor, meeting the resistance of the band, and then bring it back up for 10, 9, 8. Slow and controlled here, guys, because you really want to keep that lower back down, please. Okay? Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, make sure there's resistance on the band, so your legs are pulling apart, hip distance apart, hands behind your head. Take an inhale here, lower back is on the mat, no gap. And we're going to exhale to come up, ab prep position. Inhale to lower. If at any stage your back is bothering you, if you've got an injury there, just lower the feet down and just keep working with the ab prep, okay? Lower the feet down if you need to. Only if you really need to. Not if you're just feeling sorry for yourself. We're nearly finished. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. And don't pull on your head. So I don't want to see the elbows coming forward. I want those elbows back. They shouldn't really pass your face. Like you shouldn't see them coming forward in the peripheral vision. I'm going to keep them in line with your ears. Maybe your nose, that's about it. One more of these, please. Staying up here, please. And we're going to do what we did at the start. We're going to release the spine a little bit. Only a little bit. And then you're going to draw back up into imprint. Slowly release it, only a smidgen, and then draw it back up. So the legs are slightly moving. As you move your pelvis, the legs will go with it. And then draw it back up. We're going to go for one more, supporting your head. Release the pelvis. Really deep action here. Lower the head down for a moment. Inhale to stay. We're going for obliques. Exhale, coming up to the left side. Rotating. Staying up in the center, not dropping back down, and rotate. Rotate to center and to the other side. Inhale to center, staying up in your ab prep. You're not resting your head down. Pull the band away from each other, so keep those feet away. You really need to think about it, so you're getting nice activation here in the hips also, because you're pushing against the band if you have it on your thighs. A lot of work going on here. A lot to think about. 2 more. 1 more. Bring yourself down for a moment. We're not done. And then bring both feet to the mat. Extending your right leg nice and long and reaching your left arm behind you. Okay. Place your hand onto your belly, the other hand, the right hand. Okay. From here, we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to come up with your left arm, right leg, and reach towards your knee. Lower it down. And lifting up. Feel that belly drawing down before you lift. Activate the abs and then lift. For 5 more. Last 3. 2. And 1. Bend the knee. Swap over. Bring the other leg up. Extend and reach the opposite arm away. Place the other hand on your stomach. Take an inhale here. Lower the leg. And then exhale to come up. Lower and lift. Good. Lower and lift. We're nearly there. 2 more ab exercises and then you're free. Breathing in on the way down. Last 2. You need to support your head. That's fine also, guys. Sorry, I should have said that. Bit late now, says you. Okay. Place the foot down. From here, take an inhale. On the exhale, bring the pelvis into imprint again. Hands down by your side to support the lift. And once you're in that position, we're going to keep the hands here actually. Toes towards you. Take an inhale, bring the legs apart if you have a band on. And then slowly push the feet away. Not too far, I don't want straight legs. And then bring them back as far as your belly button. So your knees should kind of meet your belly button. And then push away. Bring them back. Exhale as you push away. Inhale to bring them back. Exhale, push away. And back. Exhale, push away. And back. For 3 more. The lower part of your spine is lifting off the mat. Very, very, very small part of it. 1 more. Very good. Keep the legs up. We're going for 1 last exercise, guys. I know you're giving out. Hands behind your head, tough shit. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, coming up, there's no kids there, sorry, and lift. Lower, last one, and lift. Lower, and lift. Down, and lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, stay up on the last one, and 1 more. Stay up, release the hands, and we're just going to do 20 pulses, okay? So keep pulsing the arms if you want to extend the legs. We're not going to 100. We've done enough ab work, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Well done, everybody. Take those bands off your legs. Throw it away. From there, just let the legs, soles of the feet come together and the legs open. Push your chest up towards the ceiling and try and lengthen the stomach area. Breathing into it. You want to get your fingers, actually, you can do this with me, and just go along your ribs. So put your hands in the inner part of your ribs and walk your fingers just to where your ribs meet your sternum, okay? Walk your fingers to there. And from there, just place a little bit of pressure in underneath this spot, okay? So at the base of your sternum, your breastbone, bring your fingers right underneath that, both sets of hands, okay? And all 4 fingers on each hand. And what I want you to do is press in here, about like maybe 30-40% effort, maybe 50 actually. And I want you to take a big breath in through your nose, into your hands, keeping that pressure there. It's not going to be very pleasant. And exhaling. I want a nice exhale through the mouth. Big breath in through the nose, into your fingers. Pushing into your hands. And then as you exhale, you can take the pressure off your hand with your hands. And out through the mouth as you exhale. Feel the ribs coming down. Give me one more big breath in. Releasing the diaphragm. Out, exhale. Relax. Bring your hands out wide. I want you to bring them up towards the ceiling. Hands together, and then reach them back behind you. Lengthening up through your spine, so lifting your ribs further towards the ceiling. And then bring the hands back in front of your sternum, and then bring them back. Keep them in a prayer-like position. And again, letting the legs fall outwards. Reaching up towards the ceiling. Lengthen back. Bring your hands as close to the floor as possible, pushing into the mat with your sacrum area, so you're pushing the chest further up. As you bring the hands up, your chest obviously comes down a little bit. As you come back, pushing up higher, only as far as that back allows you though. If you're feeling any pinching in the lower spine or back area, don't push through this. And then relax the hands down. Bring the legs together. And what I want you to do is bring your legs to the left side of the room, 2 of them, stuck together. Let them fall down to the floor slowly. Once you've got into that position, bring your hip forward more, okay? And then releasing that opposite arm, if you can, okay, onto the floor. And looking back at that opposite arm, getting a lovely stretch along your sides, mobilizing the spine. And if anyone's suffering with any lower back issues, if you want to place a pillow under your lower leg so you don't go down as far, that's fine as well. And then there's no tension in the back. Mind yourself coming out of this, so draw the belly button spine, bring one leg first, then bring the other leg to follow, and then gently let the legs fall to the other side of the room. Controlled manner, please. You don't want any backs going, and then bring the hip with you, the top hip forward. When you're ready, release the opposite arm into the back of the room or wherever, and reaching nice and long with that arm, looking at that hand if you can, or the armpit. As far as those eyes can bring you, your head or your neck. Breathing into this position, please. Give me one more inhale here. And exhale. Again, just place the other hand on your leg as you bring one leg first. Mind your spine. And then once you feel comfortable, bring the other leg with you. From here, guys, place your hands behind your knees or your legs, your thigh area, and just rock on your spine up and forward and back. Okay? Gently. Very, very gently. From here, just bring your head up and just continue that rocking. Just don't knee yourself in the face. Okay? And we're going to get a little bit deeper with the rock. And when you're ready, coming up and placing your feet down onto the mat. Okay, extending your left leg nice and long, bring the sole of the foot towards your right leg. Okay, so letting that leg fall out, reaching down towards your toes, or your knee, or your thigh, it doesn't matter. Just keep that leg straight, there's no point in bending it, okay, you're defeating the purpose. If you have a band, what you can do is wrap it around your foot and pull down with the band, pulling yourself a little bit further into that stretch. It's a good way to kind of get a bit more flexibility. Get stronger through that range of motion. Okay. Holding. And bring the toes up towards you. So open that sole of the foot so you get a nice, even nicer stretch. That's not nice, it's actually horrible. Not gonna lie, but it hits the spot, okay? Okay, slowly coming out of that. And bring that sole of the foot towards your other leg as you lengthen that other leg. And I said, if you need a band, you can use the short band also, guys. So wrapping it around your foot, and then again pulling it towards you, and letting that other leg fall out if you can. Very good. Holding, breathing. Don't hold your breath. Well done. Okay. So from here, guys, just roll onto your stomach for a moment. We did a lot of ab work and lower back work. I just want to stretch out the stomach area. So bring the hands wide, elbows down. Okay. And a 90-degree angle with your arms. Legs fall wherever they want to fall, wherever feels comfortable. Make sure both hips are completely level. So rocking them back and forth. From here, rest your forehead down. On the inhale, stay. And on the exhale, slowly squeezing the glutes and lengthening up through your arms. You can push through your arms to this if you want to bring your hands closer, you can. And holding here. Lower down. Breathing in and exhale, slowly coming up. Again, you can push through your arms for this exercise. I don't want too much pressure on the back at all. And lower down. And push up. Bring the arms forward, lengthen them, and go a little bit deeper, pushing into the mat with your hands. Holding here if you can. Pushing your pubic bone into the floor, squeezing the glutes. The minute you push your pubic bone into the floor, it takes the pressure off your lower back. Okay? Holding. Releasing your elbows down first, releasing the rest of your body down. Okay, one more, guys, and then on 3 of me for the day, okay? So we're going to come to our knees. And I just want you to circle the hips, so pushing to the right, to the back of the room, into the left hip, and then forward. Okay, slow and controlled. I'm feeling what's happening, pushing into the left, you feel it in the right adductor, into the right, you feel the right adductor. And just mobilizing the lower back a little bit, stretching it out. Nice slow circles, feel along the side. Okay, staying here, going the opposite way. Breathing for half a circle, exhaling for half a circle. And staying back, knees stacked underneath you, reaching over. We're reaching the lower hand towards the floor if you can. And make sure the hips are level. And then slowly come back up, walk your hand up your leg if you need to support yourself. And then lower down the other side. It's a lovely one. And then coming back down. And we're going to inhale, reach our hands to ceiling. Exhale, come down. Inhale to reach. Exhale, come down. Last one, inhale. And exhale, come down. Well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I'm coming over just to unmute you all. I might take a picture as well, if that's okay. Unmute. Well, we all okay?
Yeah, it was great.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah, thanks so much, Kate.
Great.
Well done, well done. Glad you enjoyed. I'm just going to put you all on gallery view so I can take a gorgeous picture of your beautiful faces. Feel free to come closer. Make a funny face if you want. Hold on. Well done. Woo. Good stuff. And as I said before, if anyone needs to talk to me on any stage, Clean, I'm going to send on your plan there. Don't worry.
Thanks a million.
Thank you. No bother for the rest of the week.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you. Bye.
Great day. Enjoy the sun, girls.
Thanks, Kate. Bye.
Bye.
See you weekend, Kate.
Very good.